Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I have another project on the go. It's a PowerBook, but it's a third one. Yes, I own three now. But this is only temporary. You see, what I'm doing, due to an unexpected employment change, I'm sort of in the meantime trying to do like a small time, like a short-term business project venture idea thing. And so basically I'm buying these broken laptops off eBay, maybe a couple at a time, fixing them up, making one good one, selling them, and well, we'll see how that goes. The first one. Anyway, this one was on eBay. Apparently it doesn't start up. You've got the question mark in a folder. Usually, to me, that would just say it's hard drive, which means it's going to be a fairly easy fix. But apparently he was told in the Apple Store, I don't know how long ago he must have got this seen to, but I mean, they don't entertain vintage products. As soon as they know it's vintage, oh, sorry, bye, no help for you. So it must have been a while ago, but anyway, they said he needed a logic board replacement. Which is fine, because I've got a really beat up Mac that has a good logic board in it, like another one of these. So I'll just swap that in, do the necessary, frame adjustments, make sure the casing, the serial number matches up to the logic board, blah blah blah. So that's good. But let's just take a look at it anyway. Let's see what it does, because I only just got this in today. It's a bit dusty inside, as you can see, but this is a really clean laptop. And actually, I'll just close the lid again just to show you. It didn't show up online, but there's a scratch here, and there's a couple of scratches underneath. But other than that, all the clean areas are very clean. So this has been very well looked after, I must say. So let's turn it on. Battery still works. I actually turned it on briefly before, but have a listen to this. I don't know if you can hear that. It's like something mechanical is trying very hard to work. I think that is a hard drive. I mean, it could still be logic board if it's not supplying the hard drive with the right signals to actually do the right thing. And it's still not showing anything on the screen, but it should do in a few seconds. Okay, the screen just briefly flicked off and then on again. And as you can see, question mark in a folder. So there's definite problems here. The one thing we do know is at least the RAM must work, because it wouldn't have even got to this stage. But I just want to see if this will start up with the boot manager. So turn it off, and I'll try that. I'm holding the Alt key down. The charger, oddly enough, has flipped to green. It keeps alternating. Alright, we're on boot manager now. Oh, that mouse is really slow. It's thinking about it. That noise is still happening. No hard drive detected. Now often that can be because there's no hard drive with a bootable operating system, or generally it could be because, well, there isn't a hard drive there anymore, it's dead. I think we'll try the boot CD. So I'm just going to try loading up Leopard on this to see if it makes any difference at all. I think the hard drive is dead, and I think the only fix for that one would just be to put a new hard drive in, and that's going to be a really easy one. Okay, disk is in, spinning up. Hee. Bingo. It's taking an awfully long time. Oh, there we go. That's good. I thought it wasn't going to work. Use English for my main language, and the trackpad's better as well. We're just going to use the utilities. Oh, it's making a lot of noise. Disk utility. Yikes, man. Right, this is the bit where we see, and yeah, it's not seeing any hard drive at all. So it's only seeing itself. So that's dead hard drive. What a shame. We've now got to go to the step of actually having a look into the machine and trying to swap out another one. Fortunately, I do have another hard drive, so stand by while I take the back off this thing. From the looks of things, this does look like it has a gigabyte of RAM. That one's clearly labelled, that's 512 megabytes. There we are. Not to worry, because I've actually got 2 gigabytes of RAM that would fit this very nicely from a more beat up looking machine, so we'll just use that. Okay, so keyboard is off. Gotta just... Oh, Kapton tape is stuck on the board. Right, okay. So there it is. There's the drive. That's a 30 gig drive. I don't ever remember these things having a 30 gig drive. Interesting. Well, okay. There's the PRAM battery, which alternatively could be one reason why it's not working correctly. Those things run out and cause all kinds of havoc. Let me check on Mac Tracker, because I'm not even sure if that's right. I think that's just a replacement drive they've put in. And no, Mac Tracker for literally this one, which is what this is, there was never a 30 giga. So if they have replaced this hard drive and it still doesn't boot up, maybe it is the logic board. I'm gonna try anyway with one of my drives. Stand by again, I guess. Right, after much kerfuffle, I have replaced the hard drive with an 80 gig that I had out of another PowerBook. It's got a lovely little apple there. Just going to put the keyboard back in. Actually, I can't do this with two hands. And then we'll boot up again and have a look. Alright, successfully loading the disk again. The case isn't closed, it's still just put back on top. Okay, moment of truth. Disk utility. Come on, please, work. Really can't be bothered to do a logic board replacement of this night. This hour, I mean. I know this disc is good. Yes! We got discs, folks. We got discs. No logic board required. Because I really can't be bothered to do that. I mean, RAM replacement? Sure. Logic board replacement? Nah, bro, you can keep that. I won't even replace the keyboard, because I have got a better keyboard than this. It's a little less polished, but I'm looking around the actual board itself. It's in pretty good nick. I don't even think there's any reason to replace it. So we have to reformat this anyway, because it's all wrong. Because it was treated as a storage drive. Okay, so if we go. Alright, done. Should be able to continue. Yeah, we all read that. Macintosh HD. Let's check on the options. That's fine, we already did that. Ah, there it is, customize. It's been a little while since I've done this, folks, so it's a bit, no, we don't need this. We don't need additional fonts. Well, X11 does help. Printer drivers, maybe, I mean, someone might appreciate it, but additional fonts and language translations I don't think is going to be necessary. We can slim this down a little bit. Alright, so that is going to take a little while. So I've got some food in the microwave, so I'm going to eat that and come back. Probably by the time that's done, the animation will finish, and we can then bolt this thing back together. Neat. That was so easy. Okay, so that's on there now. I've had tea, got a chocolate Twinkie. So that's perfect. So no logic board replacement required. I'm very pleased. I'm just going to close it up and then we'll wrap up this video. So there we go, the machine's all back together, and there's the intro animation animation playing just absolutely fine. So this Mac is pretty much ready. So thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, of course, you know what to do. If you didn't, well, that's okay too. I will, of course, have more videos on this. There's going to be some more PowerBook stuff going on. Can I turn this down? Oh, apparently I can. So yeah, have a nice evening. Oh yeah. That's so friggin' cool. Okay, so I don't really have to make this little addendum to the video, but I've just tried to put it in an enclosure there where the other drive came from, and I've got disk utility open. It's still making those noises. And oh, it flashed. But yeah, that drive is toast pretty much, so it's going to go in the bin after having a hammer forced through it. But yeah, thanks again for watching.